Hello! In this video, you are going to learn the basic concepts of application programming interfaces, commonly referred to with the initials API. And you will learn how to use them to speed up your programming time and simplify your programs. Okay, but what exactly is an API? To answer this question, let's make an analogy with some other task which may be more familiar to you. Imagine that you want to make a pizza at home and that you have to create the dough for the base of your ingredients. If you have time and if you are skilled in cooking, you could make it from the raw ingredients, which are flour, water, some oil, and yeast. You will need to mix all the ingredients and then knead the dough for a while. This way, the base for your pizza could be ready in a few minutes. However, if you don't have time or if you don't know exactly how to make the dough, you could buy a ready-made pizza base at your local supermarket. This base has already been made by some other chef and is offered to you as a single item to help you with your task. Well, in the case of programming, an API is a set of tools and methods that encapsulate some functionality and are available for programmers to simplify the programming task in a sort of library. This way, you only need to provide the inputs to corresponding API method, and it will provide you with the output, like a magic black box. In particular, the standard Java library provides several classes with their corresponding sets of methods and parameters, together with a large amount of documentation where you can find how to use such classes and methods, regarding the expected inputs and outputs. This documentation has been created using the Javadoc tool. Do you remember it from week 4? For example, the Java library includes a clause called math, which contains several methods for performing mathematical operations, such as the square root. This way, if you want, for example, to calculate the square root of a number, you don't need to program the entire algorithm for this, because someone has already did it and it is offered to you. You can just use its code by using this method. You may need to provide a number as input, and the method will return the square root of the number as output. Indeed, you will learn how to use any API to make the most of its benefit. To do this, we're going to start using the API provided by the Greenfoot framework, which may be more familiar to you. Actually, although you may not know, you have already used this API in previous week. Do you remember methods isKeyDown or moveForward from the actor class? You may observe that checking whether a key is down or not is not an easy task. But fortunately, Greenfoot provides a method in his API that allows programmers to use this function without having to go into much more detail, and all for free. But this is not the only method provided in Greenfoot. Let's take a look at the Greenfoot API.